It's strange because pregnant women are easily accepted by total strangers. A person's really private decision becomes a public responsibility, but someone's victimization to have resources outside of them becomes a personal problem. You have a bad credit score. Bitch, you irresponsible. Bitch, you don't know how to budget. Bitch, you're really a bad person. Bitch, I pay my bills. What's wrong with you? You don't want to work a job? Bitch, get 2 and 3 jobs, bitch. It's time to make that real money. All about this life, bitch. What's wrong with you? You ain't got no house. You ain't got no cell phone. You ain't got no car. How old are you, bitch? What the fuck is you living for? Well, wait a minute. Did I choose to be in danger? Did I choose to decompose? Did I choose to be electrocuted every second of every minute and try to comfort myself just for the heck of it? Did I choose to have my life in the hands of Russians, Asians, Jews, Hispanics, niggers? Did I choose to have problems that are much bigger than I could ever handle? Did I choose to need resources for my skin, my blood, my bones, or was I a victim of the maternity ward and parenting in a home? Was I a victim of kindergarten through 12th grade without an explanation before the grade? Was I a victim too, growing up in height, and then all of a sudden paperwork became right? No longer did I need to use my feelings to decide. All of a sudden, a piece of paper determined if I was going to be in or outside. A piece of paper. I say this because a pregnant woman, there is no such thing. But there is such a thing as a person who is broke. BROKE. Broke means you broke the lot of me. I'm broken. I'm broke. I ain't got nothing, but we all knew we all needed. You got 5 cars for one private area. You got 5 cars for one pair of legs. That's what I meant to say. You got 10 bathrooms for one private area. You got 365 panties for one sanitary opportunity to be clean. You could really have 7 and wash them every week. Oh yeah, it sounds nasty. You got 1,000 pair of shoes to move from point A to B. And you got a whole lot of irises wasting observation space for you to be a celebrity. You got excessive, unnecessary leisure time for one mind, while there are people that don't even have a dime. You know, every pregnant woman is going to go to hell because pregnancy, there's no such thing. The truth of the matter is, you had sex with a man, and that's not something that I need to be a part of. Now, the consequence is reproduction. It has nothing to do with me. See, money was the only way to make a living. And if there's any kind of deficit in acquiring it, when you think about what we're using to make it, it's called strength, feelings. We make money with our feelings. And if you don't feel good, then you're not going to have a lot of money. But why don't you? Let me ask you all a question. How many of you would ever stop a person from massaging you? You will fall asleep being massaged. You never say, oh, stop massaging me. I mean, in so many ways, you watch TV while they're massaging you. You can eat your food while they're massaging you. I mean, if a person, can massage some body part of yours the whole day, they go from your shoulder to your arms, and then while you're laying down talking on the phone, they can be massaging your fingers and circulating the blood. And then when they're not doing that, they can massage your toes, squeeze your toenails. They can massage your earlobes. When they're not doing that, they can be massaging your scalp. And then, which one of you would say, oh, stop massaging my body parts? If it feels good, you wouldn't stop them. Because nobody ever complains about a good feeling. Nobody would ever say, oh, don't let me have a house. I want to live on the streets. It's never been done before. Nobody would say, oh, don't let me have this lotion. I want to be cracked, itchy, and dehydrated. Ooh, don't let me have this toothpaste and toothbrush. I want my breath to stink and my teeth to rot out my mouth. No. If a person asks you, can they take off a year and still live in a house? It's not because they're trying to get over on the system. It's because you don't know how much strength we have to work until we die. You don't know how much nervous system we're going through to feel secure until we die. The government didn't say, oh, everyone can only work 3 hours a day for 4 days out of a week for only 25 years of a lifetime. And because this is the lifespan of a human being, we need to get everything squeezed in for at least a 50-year period per generation in which we are operating, a certain amount of human beings in a workforce, whether it's production, refinement, extraction, or distribution. Storage being a primary functionality of preservation. But you never told anyone how long their strength lasts. You never even implemented strength. You just gave us word retentive education from kindergarten to 12th grade. You never really gave us a body, muscles, strength, stealth, security. And then after that, people sit in skyscrapers and go off to theater school, and they want to be creative writing teachers, and they want to be pastors and lawyers, and they want to talk and think and sit down and write. And then, of course, there's the labor force. Those who can put plates in their bottom lips without screaming bloody murder, and those who are terrified to be homeless and shouldn't be working. But we're all out here in the raw trying to do something to protect ourselves, or rather just not be weary. But you never reported how the body labors. You never said, okay, a body can only sustain an impact of labor for 6 months out of a year, 3 hours out of a day, and 2 days out of a week. You never broke down the battery lifespan of a human being, because had you done that, we'd all be flooding the production centers of our world to get everything done, so we won't have to work the next 6 months. And in the 6 months we work, we won't have to be pressed the next 10 years. And had you done things that way, we'd all look good. We'd all feel good. And there really wouldn't be much to complain about. There'd be no big boss, big divas, entrepreneurs. There would be no people who think they're better than others, big bank accounts Beyonce knows. There would be no people jipping economy because they danced on stage like African bonfire primal dancers talking about, I'm somebody, bitch, I dance, I twerk, I write love ballads to men who break the laws of science. I'm somebody, bitch. I got money in the bank. You ain't got nothing. You po. I'm somebody. I'm successful. And I'm like, no. No, I have the law broken to me. I'm broke. I'm broke because you didn't implement that 13-year word attentive equitable reality of education. See, when we had to be educated, none of us could say we were broke, because the teacher made sure we all took the test. But in the world, all of a sudden, when it comes down to you providing comfort, all of a sudden people can actually fall short, and nobody cares about it, because they want people to cannibalize off of each other, adjective, polarity. The reason why I'm saying this is because there's no such thing as pregnancy, and there is such thing as just being broke. Stereotypical Black women, they don't accept that you're just broke, or they don't accept that you're just a person without money. What I'm trying to say is, the way y'all accept pregnant women, and you don't think about what they did to become pregnant, you just be like, oh, that woman's pregnant, move out the way, or, this is a pregnant woman, don't let her do it. Y'all just deal with the present moment. Y'all don't go into the deep, dark past. Motherfucker, you had sex. Motherfucker, we don't owe you nothing. Motherfucker, it just so happens that you have a public observation of your personal private. That has nothing. We don't owe you nothing. That's between you and the universe. That's not between a whole lot of people. You'd be lucky if you able to raise that child. You'd be lucky if that child make it to first base. You'd be lucky if that child grew up in the world and be. But motherfucker, no, it's nobody's responsibility to help you with your own personal choice. Nobody told you to have sex. And honestly, I might have wanted to go extinct. What the fuck is you opening your womb for? You think I wants to be on this planet and help you live? You think I wants to die a unknown death? Nobody knows about me because y'all is busy making another generation. Well, I didn't even have what I need. The reason I say this is because the same way y'all do people who are broke and don't have money, that's how you're supposed to do mothers. Instead of looking at the present moment of what they're going through, which is pregnancy, you should pay attention to the fact that they had sex without asking everyone's permission. But they're going to beg, plead, and tell everyone, help me raise this nasty ass piece of shit. Because if I just stare at it, I'm going to feel real stupid. And then we have to start pre-K kindergarten and talk about, oh, they're going to grow, girl. Wait till they get big. We have to pretend like it's normal to help somebody with a personal sexual intercourse decision. Just because sex results in pregnancy, it don't mean it's my problem to help you with your fucking personal liaisons with nasty ass niggers, nasty ass men across the globe. That's not my job to help you with something that you didn't have to do. But I had to until death be on earth. I had to stay here without being suicidal per se. I had to provide comfort for myself, robbed after birth. I had to. I have no choice. Okay, I could commit suicide, but motherfucker, it's a very scary thing. It's just as scary as being in a house burning down. You just don't know what's going to happen. And you say to yourself, I'd rather just die. Let me see how long I can do it. I mean, I don't know how to take my life. No one ever taught me, but I get what people are saying. But it's still something that's very negative. Do I have to commit suicide? No, I have to protect myself. But you did not have to have sex. And why the fuck would we help you with your pregnancy? You're not pregnant. You had sex. I'm not irresponsible. I just don't have money. I'm not poor. I just don't have money. I'm not stanky. I just don't have science. See, with me, you want to probe the past. You want to say, bitch, I'm not paying this. You nasty. You dirty. You ain't got no money, bitch. Something wrong with you. You irresponsible. Something wrong. I'm like, wait a minute. I just don't have money in the bank. Just say, Nikki, you don't have money like you do a pregnant woman. You're pregnant. You don't go through and say, you ugly, you slept with a man. Why did you sleep with a man? You didn't ask somebody permission. What do you expect people to help you? Motherfucker, this ain't no free. You don't do that with pregnant people. With pregnant people, you just acknowledge that they're pregnant and let them live their life. With me, I don't have money in the bank. And you be like, bitch, something wrong. She irresponsible. Like, she don't work hard enough. Bitch, you working hard. How to work? Bitch. And I'm like, everybody on this planet is going to be electrocuted for all of eternity. How about that? Maybe you could understand that kind of message, because it seems like Webster Dictionary doesn't get to you guys, not by a long shot. It seems like electrocution is going to explain to you that the decisions you make, you keep them to yourself, because it was my decision to electrocute all of you. But I'm not going to keep it to myself, because I had to help people raise their children and be threatened to be homeless about it.